Hello guys, and welcome back to the second episode of my WalkonWatford series, and I have gone and played just shortly after the January transfer window. I didn't make any transfers in this window. I didn't think I needed some. I did sell some players, but I'll show you that in the season wrap-up episode. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop over to the tactics, as I have gone and tinkered and tinkered and tinkered and tinkered and tinkered with them, and finally came up with one I like. Okay, guys, the tactic we've changed to is for a 4-2-3-1 asymmetrical tactic. Kapui is playing down here in the ball-winning midfield, and he's done a very good job since moving there, so I am basically just no worry about that position. Solent has came and he's played what now 25 games and 3 at the bench, so basically every single game this season he's been in there, so he's sitting there as an advanced playmaker, and he tends to generate a lot of the play of the midfield towards the wingers, and then the wingers, Diamante, who's a winger on support, and Kichianya, who's just been an utter stud for me. He's been phenomenal. As you can see, he's got 9 goals this season already, and Diamante has 8, so our wingers are definitely a very key part of this tactic. Diamante tends to just take our set pieces in that and whip the ball into the box for Griffiths, who's playing as shadow striker, Dini, and Anya to get onto. So the tactic is it's been working pretty well since I've used it. When we get to the fixtures, I'll make a comment saying this is when I changed over to the 4-2-3-1 asymmetrical from the 4-4-2. So that's the tactic. If you want to use it, I'm not using any team instructions or player instructions. I was using it on the 442. I've gone and divided it not to use them right now. I like them. I really do like and how the screen's all set up and stuff. How the screen is really, really nice. But as you can see, I have nothing changed here. I just have it on attacking and fluid, no, flexible, flexible. And I don't even like my goalkeepers just hoofing the ball up, and Griffiths, Dini, and Agallo are winning the ball in the midfield. So I haven't gone and really changed anything like that, and I've kept it really simple, really basic, and the team seems to really enjoy that. So that's the tactic. I'm gonna go and onto the fixtures now and show you how we've done. Okay, guys. This has been our fixtures. There's a lot of red here, a lot of red, but through this kind of spurt here, from Norwich and up, was the 4-4-2 playing. From this Crystal Palace and down has been the 4-2-3-1 asymmetrical. And you can see a big difference between the two. Yeah, we had some good results here against Southampton and Swansea, even a 2-1 win over Liverpool in the Capital One Cup. But as soon as I swapped to this 4-2-1, can't even speak, the 4-2-3-1 asymmetrical, we have been gradually playing a lot better. As you can see, we had a 4-2 win over Palace, 4-2 loss to Manchester United, but we did give them an incredibly good game. A 1-0 win over Sunderland. We did lose to Villa, but that was just as the team's kind of getting used to the tactic and stuff like that. And then we drew with Sunderland again as we played them almost back to back. But then we did manage to do the double over Everton. As you remember in the first episode, we won, what was it, 2-1? Yes, 2-1 in our first game of the season. And then we smashed Nottingham Forest 5-1. And then we gave Arsenal, this game here and the next one against Chelsea are probably the highlights of the season. Yeah, it was a loss, but we played very, very well. Arsenal did not deserve to pull back and win the game in the 80th minute, because we came back from 3-1 down to tie it up at 3 apiece, and then sadly Oliver Giroud scored in the 80th minute to win it, but it was a very good game. Following that, we had an excellent result. Granted, we had to thank John Terry a tad bit, as he did get sent off in the 23rd minute, but they did take the lead in the 31st shortly after. But Agallo came up with a massive goal to tie it, to get us a big point at the bridge, where, to be honest, to get a point at the bridge, well, in real life this season it hasn't been too hard, but Chelsea are top of the table, and they are just such a dominant team in this game. Moving on from there, we drew with Leicester. We should have won this game. We got unlucky, but that's just how football is. And then to finish that, we had a 2-1 loss to Manchester United. Another game where we played very, very well, but just the sheer class of Memphis Depay able to beat us. I would highlight all the other games, but it would take an awful long time. And to be honest, we just did not play very well. I did highlight our wins. We had a 3-3 draw here against Tottenham, but as I said, after we changed the tactic, we've been playing a lot better. From here, we're just gonna pop on here to the BPL title. BPL title, yeah. I wish I was winning the BPL title. The table, and you can see we are sitting 14th after 24 games on 26 points. That's 10 points out of relegation, which is awesome. You have Stoke, Leicester, and Sunderland sitting down there, and Bournemouth fighting down there with Villa. But yeah, I'm quite happy if you gave me 14th at the beginning of the season. I would take it. It's out of relegation. It's a safe spot to be. We're 10 points out of relegation. We're not really in that dogfight yet, and I would like to gain 15 points shortly, so we hit that 40-point mark and feel a lot safer and never kind of fall into the dogfight where Aston Villa, Bournemouth, and Sunderland are sitting. To be honest, Southampton down here is a big surprise. Same with Leicester and Stoke. In real life, Leicester and Stoke are doing fairly well, and of course Southampton are doing fairly well as well. And to be honest, that's the only other shock. Newcastle has their overrated players as always, so they're way up there. Norwich are having a very good year too, which is nice to see that I'm not the only one that's kind of out of that dogfight. Well, that's it for this episode. There isn't much to tell, to be honest. As I said, we didn't do anything in the transfer market this January. I looked into a few players and stuff, but it was never going to happen. But that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment if you feel like it. I love to read your comments, and I'll reply to all of them as they come in. Thanks, guys. See you next time.